Hi, beautiful fruity cutie. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Today, we're going to open a Honeydew. I bought a few yesterday I bought 4 actually, because I'm a raw vegan. And that's the only reason. And they were all ripe. And when I see ripe fruit, I buy it. And I think one of your biggest issues might be that you're not buying enough fruit. I mean, that is definitely for sure. And number 2, you're not going to a good place for fruit. So you got to shop around. I cannot find good fruit in the supermarkets. You've got to go to an Asian market, an ethnic market. You've got to go somewhere that doesn't have a chain. Okay? I noticed all of the best fruit do not come from supermarkets. They don't come from Costco. They don't come from Walmart. They don't come from Publix or Whole Foods. The best fruit comes from the Asian markets, okay? So get your ass to a local Asian market. I'm going to show you in this video also what I'm eating this week, but let's try the honeydew. So we know it's ripe because it smells really strong from the outside. Okay, this honeydew is a 20 out of 10. Whoa. I knew they would be good. Woo! You're not going to find this at a supermarket. You know why? Because the supermarkets, they know what they're doing. Okay? So they don't risk not having a profit. Like, it's a big company, right? So what they figured out is, what they do is they freeze the fruit usually. They freeze it, and then they take it out as needed. That's what I noticed, okay? So now, and I worked at Whole Foods, so I know that a lot of the fruit comes frozen. Now, when you freeze fruit, you ruin it. It never ripens properly if you freeze it before it is ripe. So therefore, a lot of the supermarkets, they have shitty fruit because they are, especially Costco, no offense to Costco, don't get a melon at Costco unless it's a watermelon. I noticed it's really hard to find good melons at Costco once in a while. But what you want to do with Costco is frozen fruit is amazing. The greens are amazing. And then randomly you'll get some great like oranges or whatever. But for the melons, for the mangoes, for the other fruit, you really want to go to a local Asian market, okay? Oh, so now, sorry, it's very cold. This cantaloupe or this honeydew is very cold. So I'm trying to cut it without touching it. It's so cold. So I think I got to turn down my fridge. So today I also wanted to talk about fear, or just honestly the reason why you're struggling with the raw food diet. And again, it's because you don't have enough fruit, but it's also because you just haven't put in enough reps. It's going to get easier and easier every single day. And as far as your cravings go, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to have to face them. You're going to have to face your fears. And you know what happens when you face your fears? They fucking go away. They go away. So what I noticed is that I used to be really afraid of my cravings. I used to be afraid of my own mind. Let me know below if you can relate. So I used to be afraid that one day I was going to crave bread or chocolate. But if you crave chocolate, you just make nice cream. You have raw vegan chocolate, right? Or French fries, and I wasn't going to be able to handle the craving. Let me know below if you have that fear. Okay, so I had that fear. So I would be I hope I don't go off the rails today. But you see, that's just a fear. You are not, first of all, you are in charge. And I understand the fear. And so to get over that fear, what you have to do is you have to feel it and face it and make the right decision. And how do you make the right decision? You push through. It's not easy to be mentally tough, but some of us got really lucky as kids. Maybe you were one of those lucky people that didn't have a good life. If you didn't have a good life, it's going to be much easier for you to be raw than someone who was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, okay? Or a gold spoon. Because now we got gold spoons, baby, okay? But if you were born into a great family and had no problems and no financial stress and like all this good stuff happened to you as a kid, well, you're not very mentally tough. But if you've been through something, going raw is a piece of fucking durian. You understand me? Going raw is going to be much easier for you because you know how to fight through and you're very tough mentally. So use that toughness. Use what you've been through. If you've had an illness, if you've had a death in your family, if you've had any type of abuse or any type of hardship in your life, you have to start using that as your fuel. If you're in a wheelchair, oh my God, use that as fuel. If you were ever disrespected or cheated on or beat it on or anything, do you understand? You have the fucking key to doing this, because being raw is so much easier than that shit that you've been through. So much easier and so enjoyable, and you can eat as much as you want and you can lose weight very, very, very quickly. You want to focus on as much fruit and vegetables as possible. Okay, focus on the fruit. You will lose so much weight if you eat unlimited fruit. Okay, but you got to stick to it long enough to see the results. Now, if you'd like my help, my course is sold out, but you can join the next one. I don't know when that will be, but send me an email and I'll send you the details. I'm working that out now. You can join Misfit Mondays. Sorry. It's so good. You can also get one of my books on Amazon now. And finally, I am coming out with a new course. I'm so excited. I'm coming out with a pre-recorded course, so nothing is live. And this is what I'm going to be doing from now on, most likely, because I'm getting very busy. I don't think I can do my live course anymore. Okay, so there might be one or two more, but I cannot keep doing it. It's just I'm becoming too important, too busy, too important, and I can't do this, which I love doing the course. But okay, I'm going to stop eating. Basically, I'm going to have a pre-recorded version of the course. So stay tuned for that. And that's going to be really fun. And I'm also coming out with a 30-day hypnosis course. So I'm very excited. That'll be out on June 1st. If you are interested in my 30-day weight loss, it's for a weight loss hypnosis course, the first 50 people that email me are going to get it for 50% off. So send me an email. I'll put my email below. Wow. Okay. Here's breakfast. This is one of the best honeydews I've ever had in my life. Okay. So let me show you now what I'm eating this week. So honeydew, lots of honeydew, obviously. Okay, we got mangoes. They're not ripe yet. I know most of you think this is ripe. This is absolutely not ripe. You're going to get a stomachache. You're going to have gas and bloating, and it's not going to taste good. These mangoes, these champagne mangoes, need to be dark fucking orange. Like so dark, you think that they're going bad. Okay? You cannot eat them like this. So don't fuck this up. All right? They smell a little bit. No, it needs to smell your whole house. Okay. We got some other mangoes down there. All right. We got tomatoes, onions. I did not make the fridge so nice, but hey, it is what it is. I didn't think I was going to film. We got apples, we got coconuts, we got jackfruit. I had 2, but I ate 1 last night. We got greens there. We got oranges. Ooh, these are so good. If you ever see these Oreos, get them, boo. We got cucumbers, carrots, cabbage, more greens over there. Cucumbers. Okay, we got peppers, greens, more greens. We got mushrooms. We got a cantaloupe. We got a passion fruit. I'm giving this no salt mustard a chance again. It was really gross, but I decided to give it another chance because I hate salt. Speaking of salt, I got kimchi. Okay, lemons up here. All right. In the freezer, well, the freezer doesn't look so good, but we got lots of peas because I'm going to be making guacamole this week. I'm excited for that. Frozen fruit. Okay, it's not that nice. All right. And then, whoa. And then we got 2 watermelons and 2 more honeydews. All right. So that is what I'm eating this week, pretty much. I probably will buy some grapes or oranges soon. I love you guys. I'm heading to the beach now, and I'll see you soon. Bye.